Hello everyone. Today, I want to discuss a crucial topic: how to learn English effectively. Learning English can truly be an enjoyable and straightforward process if approached correctly, and I'm excited to share some valuable tips with you. Let me begin with a personal story. When I was younger, I didn't know English, and it made me feel quite apprehensive. However, I started listening to English stories every day. Gradually, I began to grasp the words, they became clearer, and my fear eventually faded away. This experience taught me that listening is incredibly important. When you listen, you encounter new vocabulary, learn correct pronunciation, and understand how to use words in context. Therefore, make it a habit to listen to English every day, whether it's stories, songs, or even the news. It makes a significant difference. Next, let's talk about practice. As the saying goes, practice makes perfect, and this holds true for language learning. During my learning journey, I practiced speaking English daily, even when I made mistakes. It's crucial to remember that mistakes are acceptable. In fact, they aid your learning. So, don't be afraid to speak English every day. Another effective strategy is reading. Reading is an excellent way to acquire new language skills. You can start with simple books, and those with pictures are particularly helpful as they assist in understanding the narrative. As you read, you'll learn new words and observe how they are used within sentences. I recall reading a simple yet captivating story about a lost cat, from which I learned a wealth of new vocabulary. The more I read, the more my English improved. So, read as much as you can. It will greatly benefit you. Writing is equally important. When you write, you actively use the words you know and learn how to construct coherent sentences. Begin by writing short pieces about your day, your family, or anything you enjoy. Consistent writing will enhance your skills. I used to keep a small notebook where I wrote daily about my school, friends, and dreams. Despite making many mistakes, I learned from them, and writing significantly boosted my confidence. Furthermore, watching English videos is a fun and effective learning method. You can watch cartoons, movies, or television shows. As you watch, you'll hear how native speakers articulate words, learn correct pronunciation, and expand your vocabulary. I remember watching a humorous cartoon about a dog that not only entertained me but also taught me new words, improving my overall English comprehension. So, watch as many videos as possible. They are incredibly helpful. Talking to people is another valuable learning approach. If you have English-speaking friends, engage in conversations with them to practice. If not, you can find online communities with others who, like you, are eager to learn English. They can be great practice partners. I had a very proficient English-speaking friend, and our daily conversations, despite my occasional errors, helped me immensely as she would kindly correct me. Talking to her enabled me to learn new words and their proper usage. Therefore, seek out opportunities to converse with others. It will be very beneficial. An important aspect to remember is to be patient. Learning a new language takes time and doesn't happen overnight. Be patient with yourself and don't give up, even when faced with challenges. Every small step forward counts. I recall moments of frustration when I couldn't understand something, but I persevered and gradually improved. Always remember to be patient. You will reach your goals step by step. Additionally, using a dictionary is essential. A dictionary is your reliable companion for understanding new words. Whenever you encounter an unfamiliar word, look it up to learn its meaning, pronunciation, and then try to incorporate it into a sentence. I always carried a small dictionary, and this habit helped me acquire a vast vocabulary. So, always keep a dictionary handy. Playing games in English is another enjoyable way to learn without feeling like you're studying. Many games are designed to teach English, such as word games, puzzles, or quizzes. I used to play a word game with friends, competing to find the most words, which was a fun and effective way to expand my vocabulary. Therefore, engage in English games. It's a delightful learning method. Also, try to think in English. This might seem challenging at first, but it greatly enhances your skills. When you think in English, you practice using the words you know and quickly forming sentences. While it initially involved mental translation for me, it gradually became effortless. So, make an effort to think in English. It will help you improve. Furthermore, setting goals is vital for staying focused and having something to work towards. Begin with small, achievable goals, such as learning 5 new words daily or reading 1 page of a book each day. Achieving these goals will instill a sense of pride and motivate you to continue. My initial goal was to learn 10 new words a week, followed by reading an entire English book. Reaching these milestones made me happy and demonstrated my progress. So, set goals for yourself. They will significantly assist you. It's also beneficial to review what you learn. Regular review helps solidify your memory. Revisit your notes, reread old writings, or listen to the same stories again. The more you review, the more you will remember. I used to review my notes weekly, repeatedly going over them, which helped me retain information and track my improvements. So, dedicate time to review. It will greatly aid your learning. Another critical point is to stay positive. While learning a new language can be demanding, maintaining a positive attitude makes it easier. Believe in yourself and your ability to succeed. When you feel discouraged, recall your initial motivation and keep your goal in mind. There were times I considered giving up, but by staying positive and affirming my capabilities, I persevered. Remaining positive will undoubtedly help you achieve your goal. Moreover, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are an inherent part of the learning process, and everyone makes them. Instead of feeling bad, learn from your errors, as they will contribute to your improvement. I made numerous mistakes while learning, but I never let them deter me. Instead, I learned from them and got better. So, embrace mistakes. They are your best teachers. Finally, enjoy the journey. Learning English is an exciting adventure filled with new discoveries. The more you enjoy it, the easier it becomes. I cherished every step of my learning process, from acquiring new words to understanding new stories. Embracing the journey made it fun and accelerated my learning. So, enjoy your journey. It will make learning English much more manageable. As we continue on this journey, remember one more tip. Surround yourself with English. This means immersing yourself in the language as much as possible. Listen to English music, watch English movies, and read English signs. The more you see and hear English, the more you will learn. I recall a pivotal moment when I decided to change the language on my phone to English. Initially, understanding everything was a challenge, but I quickly adapted. Every interaction with my phone became a new learning opportunity. This experience highlights the importance of surrounding yourself with English. It undeniably accelerates the learning process. Another incredibly useful technique is repetition. When learning a new language, reiteration is crucial for better retention. Don't hesitate to revisit the same words or sentences multiple times. I made it a practice to repeat words aloud daily until they became effortless to recall. This consistent repetition significantly boosted my confidence and aided my learning. Therefore, make it a habit to repeat everything you learn. It will make a substantial difference. While learning can sometimes feel tedious, you can certainly make it enjoyable. Singing English songs is a fantastic way to remember vocabulary, and it's also a lot of fun. You can also create short stories using the words you've learned, transforming learning into a game. I used to sing English songs every morning, which brightened my mood and prepared me for further learning. Sometimes, I would invent amusing stories with my new vocabulary, making the entire process delightful. So, discover methods to make learning fun. It will keep you motivated. A key piece of advice is to immediately use what you learn. When you acquire a new word, try to incorporate it into a sentence right away, whether in conversation or writing. The more you use it, the better you'll remember it. For instance, after learning the word beautiful, I began applying it to everything: the sky, flowers, and even my breakfast. Actively using the word truly helped me commit it to memory. So, always strive to use what you learn. It reinforces recall. Remember, don't rush your learning process. English acquisition is not a sprint. It's perfectly fine to progress slowly and to take breaks. The most important thing is to maintain momentum. Even if you learn just one word a day, you are still advancing. There were times I felt my progress was too slow, but I soon realized that every small step counts. Every new word was a sign of development. So, take your time and savor the journey. It's also highly beneficial to keep a journal in English. Write about your day, your thoughts, or even your dreams. Journaling offers daily practice and allows you to track your improvements over time. When I started journaling, my sentences were short, but they gradually became longer and my writing skills improved, which was incredibly satisfying to witness. Thus, maintaining a journal is an excellent way to practice. Another crucial tip is to ask questions when you don't understand something. Asking questions demonstrates curiosity and a willingness to learn more. Don't be shy. There are no silly questions in the realm of learning. I frequently asked questions of my teachers, friends, and even myself, and this habit significantly deepened my understanding. So, always ask when you're unsure. It will accelerate your learning. It's natural to experience tiredness or frustration at times. When these feelings arise, take a break and relax before returning to your studies with renewed energy. I remember feeling weary of learning, but a short break and some enjoyable activity always revitalized me. Taking breaks is essential for preventing burnout and staying mentally fresh and ready to learn. Furthermore, celebrate your progress at every milestone. Whether you learn a new word or complete a book, acknowledge your achievement. Celebrating keeps you motivated. When I reached a goal, I'd reward myself with a treat, like a piece of cake or watching a favorite movie. These celebrations made learning enjoyable and gave me something to anticipate. So, celebrate your progress to maintain excitement about learning. Consider learning with others. Studying with friends or in a group can be highly beneficial, as you can support each other, exchange tips, and make the learning process more enjoyable. I had a friend who was also learning English, and we studied and practiced speaking together weekly. This collaborative approach made the journey much easier. Therefore, find someone to learn with to enhance your experience. Another helpful practice is to listen to yourself when you speak or read aloud. Pay attention to your pronunciation and consider recording yourself to identify and correct mistakes. I used to record myself reading stories and then listen back. While it initially felt strange, it greatly improved my pronunciation. So, listen to yourself. It's an excellent way to refine your skills. Crucially, don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own pace. Some people may grasp things quicker, and that's perfectly fine. Focus on your personal progress and celebrate your own accomplishments. There were moments I compared myself to others and felt I was falling behind, but I eventually realized that my learning journey was unique and my own progress was what truly mattered. So, concentrate on your individual learning path. Additionally, be creative with your learning. Utilize your imagination. You can draw pictures to help remember words or even compose poems or songs. Being creative makes learning more engaging and aids memory retention. I loved drawing pictures for new words, which made learning colorful and fun. Sometimes, I wrote short poems using new vocabulary, further solidifying my recall. So, embrace creativity to make learning more enjoyable. Let's also discuss the importance of staying organized. When you're organized, learning becomes much simpler. Keep your notes in one place, maintain a list of words you want to learn, and establish a study schedule. Organization helps you stay on track. I kept all my notes in a dedicated folder and used lists to track new words, checking them off as I mastered them. Staying organized greatly enhanced my focus. So, be organized to simplify your learning. Finally, be consistent. Strive to study a little bit every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Consistency is paramount. The more you practice, the better you become. I made it a habit to engage with English daily, sometimes for extended periods, other times briefly, but always consistently. This consistency was key to my improvement. So, be consistent to reach your goals. Also, be kind to yourself. Learning a new language isn't always easy. On challenging days, be gentle with yourself, acknowledge your best efforts, and keep going without being overly self-critical. There were moments when frustration crept in, but I discovered the importance of being kind to myself. I consistently reminded myself that making mistakes was an acceptable and natural part of the process. This self-compassion was crucial for maintaining my momentum and staying positive throughout my learning journey. Flashcards are another excellent resource for expanding your vocabulary. You can create them with the word on one side and its meaning on the other, reviewing them frequently. This method offers a fun and straightforward way to commit words to memory. I always carried flashcards with me, reviewing them whenever I had a spare moment, which significantly helped me learn new words. So, embrace flashcards. They are a fantastic learning aid. Moreover, try to immerse yourself in English. This means incorporating English into your daily life as much as possible, thinking, speaking, and writing in the language. The more you use English, the more naturally it will come to you. I actively immersed myself, thinking in English, speaking to myself in English, and writing in English, which made me far more comfortable with the language. Therefore, immersing yourself in English will accelerate your learning. Cultivating curiosity is also a powerful motivator. When you're curious, you're naturally driven to learn more. Ask questions, explore new concepts, and always maintain an eagerness to learn. My curiosity was a strong driving force in my English learning journey. I wanted to understand every word and asked countless questions. This curiosity kept me engaged and made learning exciting. So, foster your curiosity. It will propel your learning forward. It's also important to regularly review your goals. As you progress, your goals might evolve. Perhaps you've achieved a goal and need a new one. Or your current goal has become too easy or too challenging. Regularly reviewing your objectives helps you stay on track. I reviewed my goals monthly, adjusting them as needed sometimes, making them more ambitious, other times simplifying them. This practice kept me focused. So, review your goals consistently to ensure you're always moving forward. Online resources are incredibly valuable. Numerous websites, apps, and videos offer lessons, quizzes, and games, making learning more enjoyable and effective. I extensively used online resources, watching videos, taking quizzes, and playing games, which made learning interactive and fun. These resources can be a tremendous asset. Furthermore, try to learn about English culture. Language and culture are intrinsically linked, and understanding the culture provides deeper insight into how people use words in real-life contexts. I genuinely enjoyed learning about English culture, including holidays, traditions, and even food, which made the language learning process far more engaging. So, delve into the culture. It will enhance your understanding of the language. Maintaining motivation is crucial. Learning can sometimes feel slow or difficult, but staying motivated helps you persevere. Identify what inspires you, whether it's a reward, a specific goal, or the encouragement of a friend. I motivated myself by setting small rewards. Achieving a goal meant a treat for myself, which kept me excited about learning. So, discover what motivates you. It will help you stay on track. Again, Be patient with yourself. Learning a new language takes time, and it's perfectly normal not to grasp everything immediately. Give yourself the time you need to learn. There were moments I felt my progress was too slow, but I reminded myself to be patient, trusting that I would improve over time. So, extend patience to yourself. You will get there. Another excellent tip is to listen to different accents. English is spoken globally, and accents vary widely. Exposure to diverse accents enhances your comprehension. I made an effort to listen to English from various countries, including the UK, the US, and Australia, which broadened my understanding of different ways of speaking. So, listen to different accents. It will significantly improve your comprehension. Also, actively use English in real-life situations. If you travel, try speaking English. If you encounter someone who speaks English, engage in conversation. Practical, real-world application is incredibly beneficial. I utilized English during my travels, speaking to people even if it was just a few words. This real-life practice was immensely helpful. So, apply English in real situations to boost your confidence. Be open to learning new things. English is a dynamic language, with new words and phrases constantly emerging. Embracing new learning keeps your journey fresh and exciting. Throughout my English journey, I continuously learned new vocabulary, expressions, and speaking styles. This openness to new knowledge fostered my growth. So, remain open to new things. It will keep your learning journey exciting. Don't hesitate to create your own sentences with new words you learn. This practice helps you understand how to use words in various contexts. I always made my own sentences with every new word, which deepened my understanding. Sometimes, I crafted humorous or silly sentences, making the learning process even more enjoyable. So, construct your own sentences. It's a fantastic way to practice. Watching English television shows is another highly effective and enjoyable learning method. Television shows offer real-life language in engaging formats, helping you learn how people converse in everyday situations while also providing entertainment. I watched many English television shows, loving to hear how characters interacted and learned numerous new words and phrases. So, watch English television shows. They're a fun way to learn. Moreover, don't be afraid to try new things. Perhaps you've never listened to English podcasts or attempted to write a story in English. Experimenting with new approaches helps you grow as a learner. I explored many new avenues, listening to podcasts, writing stories, and even trying English acting. These new experiences diversified my learning. So, don't shy away from trying new things. It will make your learning journey more exciting. A valuable tip is to focus on one thing at a time. Learning can sometimes feel overwhelming, but breaking it down makes it more manageable. For example, dedicate one day to new words and the next to speaking. Taking it one step at a time helps prevent overwhelm. I focused on one aspect each day, sometimes reading, other times speaking, which prevented me from feeling inundated. So, take it one step at a time. It will simplify learning. Also, Try to connect what you learn to your own life. When you learn a new word, consider how you can use it in your daily experiences. Linking learning to your life makes it more meaningful. I connected my learning in many ways. For instance, when I learned the word sunny, I used it to describe the weather in my area. This personalization made learning more engaging and fun. So, relate what you learn to your life. It will make it more meaningful. Be confident in yourself and your ability to learn. Confidence is key. When you believe you can do it, you will. I cultivated self-confidence, even when making mistakes, because I trusted that I would improve. This confidence was instrumental to my success. So, be confident. You can achieve your goals. Furthermore, find joy in small successes. Every new thing you learn is a cause for pride. Each small accomplishment is a step forward. Cherish these moments as they demonstrate your progress. I found joy in every new word I learned. Each one was a small victory that kept me motivated. So, celebrate your successes. They are proof of your progress. Listening to English radio is another helpful tip. Even if you don't understand everything, it helps you acclimate to the language, hearing how words are pronounced and sentences are formed. I often listen to English radio. Initially challenging, it became easier over time and significantly improved my listening skills. So, listen to English radio. It's an excellent way to practice. Try to view learning as an adventure. Every new word is like discovering a treasure, and every new sentence is like exploring a new path. When you perceive learning as an adventure, it becomes more thrilling. I approached my learning journey as an adventure, which made every day exciting, and I eagerly anticipated finding new treasures. This mindset made learning fun. So, think of learning as an adventure to stay excited. Using English learning apps is also highly recommended. Many apps offer engaging ways to learn through games, quizzes, and lessons, making the process interactive and fun. I used many apps, which made learning feel like a game and kept me motivated. So, utilize learning apps. They are a fun and helpful tool. Remember, it's perfectly okay to take breaks. Learning can be tiring. If you feel weary, take a break. Do something enjoyable, and then return to learning with refreshed energy. I took breaks whenever needed, resting and engaging in fun activities before resuming my studies. Taking breaks is crucial for staying fresh and focused. So, don't forget to rest. It will help you maintain balance. Visual aids are incredibly helpful. Pictures, videos, and charts aid in understanding and remembering information, making learning more engaging. I frequently used visual aids. Pictures helped me remember words, and videos helped me understand their usage. Visual aids made learning more interesting. So, incorporate visual aids. They are a great help. Don't be afraid to start over if necessary. If something feels too challenging, it's perfectly fine to revisit earlier material and review. Starting over helps build a solid foundation. There were times I had to go back to basics and review what I knew, which deepened my understanding. So, don't be afraid to start over. It's all part of the learning process. Setting rewards for yourself is another effective strategy. Rewards provide something to anticipate. When you achieve a goal, treat yourself to something special. This keeps learning enjoyable and motivating. I constantly set rewards for myself: a piece of chocolate, a favorite show, or a fun activity which consistently kept me motivated. So, set rewards for yourself. They make learning more enjoyable. Also, strive to stay curious. Always be on the lookout for new things to learn. Curiosity keeps learning exciting and fuels your desire to discover more. I remained curious throughout my learning journey, always wanting to learn more, and this curiosity sustained me. So, stay curious. It will make your learning journey exciting. English podcasts are an excellent way to practice listening. You can find podcasts on a wide range of topics. Choose one that interests you and listen regularly. I frequently listen to English podcasts, which improved my listening skills and expanded my vocabulary. Listening to podcasts was also relaxing. So, listen to English podcasts. They are a great resource. Finally, try to use English in diverse ways. Speak, write, read, and listen. The more varied your engagement with English, the better you will become. I actively used English in many ways: speaking with friends, journaling, reading books, and listening to stories. This multifaceted approach accelerated my improvement. So, use English in as many ways as you can. It will make you a better learner. Take notes when you learn something new. Writing it down helps you remember and allows you to review later. As we conclude this journey, remember that learning English is akin to planting a garden. Each word you learn is a seed, and every sentence you form is a blossoming flower. With patience, care, and dedication, your garden will flourish beautifully, brimming with vibrant colors and sweet scents. Let's continue to nurture our garden with curiosity, enthusiasm, and an abundance of love. The true beauty of learning isn't just in reaching the destination, but in relishing every step of the journey. Remember, every small step brings you closer to your goal. Celebrate each moment and never lose sight of the joy in learning. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What are your favorite tips for learning English? How do you stay motivated? Share your thoughts, stories, and experiences in the comments below. Let's inspire each other and grow together on this incredible journey of learning English. Thank you for being a part of this beautiful journey. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep shining.